Tabs is just being was examined by the vet there briefly, made contact with the rail, so being led back up to the gate here. Tabs was one of the last to arrive at the start. And Tabs moves in now. And we're locked and loaded, the light on, ready to go for the first on Chelmsford Stakes Day here at Royal Randwick, the Concord Stakes as well. Gates are back, racing, and last out of the gates was California Grass and Hide Your Heart being snagged back. Northern Eyes jumped sharply, together with Byron on the inside, going through to join it. Vintage Choice away well third, followed then by Cheerful Legend, who used Barrier 1 to sit in fourth. November Falls off the speed today and will park in fifth. They're followed further back to Kingston Charm. Annulus going around the field, Herb back on the fence. A length and a half into Powers of Opal, sitting on the outside of California Grass, improving. Tabs is second last and Hide Your Heart sees them all. So Byron was able to hold the front by 3/4 of the informed Northern Eyes at the 800 metres, followed by Cheerful Legend railing to third on the inside of Vintage Choice. Then came November Falls, Annulus on a 3-wide path. They're followed after a length to Herb, position down on the rails and the inside of Kingston Charmer. Length and a half California Grass from Powers of Opal. Tabs is peeling 3 wide and Hide Your Heart is the last one. Byron leads around the turn now by a length and a half on Northern Eyes. Then Vintage Choice, Cheerful Legend tucked away on the rails. Further back then to Kingston Charm, peeling into the clear from November Falls, and further back to Herb running into it. Northern Eyes moves up now at the 200. Northern Eyes briefly hits the lead, but Cheerful Legend's in pursuit the outside. Northern Eyes and Cheerful Legend. Powers of Opal's flashing home. Northern Eyes and Cheerful Legend. Northern Eyes, oh, bob of the heads here. Cheerful Legend's bobbed. Northern Eyes, Cheerful Legend, leave it to the judge. Powers of Opal, a cracking run in third. Then Herb flashing home. Kingston Charm right behind them. Then came the speedy Byron from Vintage Choice. Hide Your Heart making some ground from November Falls, California Grass, Annulus, and Tabs was last to finish. Interesting here. It's a swing of the heads. Just need to see a proper replay here because Northern Eyes was clinging on and the head going up, and then Cheerful Legend trying to drop that nose down. So replay's coming up. Powers of Opal with a flashing light was storming home at the end. So Northern Eyes on the inside of Cheerful Legend with the post coming up, and Northern Eyes has clung on. Yeah, the bob of the head was in its favour there. Northern Eyes. Number 4, Northern Eyes, that's 4 in a row, trained by Kim Waugh and hounded by Tommy Berry, just denying Cheerful Legend. Ben Osmond for Nathan Doyle and 15, Powers of Opal. Going into this as a maiden with 50 on her back. Run of the race, Jet Stanley for John Sargent, and fourth will go to number 13, Kingston Charm. Interim placings 4, 1, 15 and 13. Short head the margin, and the time for the 1400 metres, a pretty nippy 1:21.82, and the last 600 metres 33.72. So quick going there in the first. Let me just see how that features outside the class record. Well, it smashes the class record of Miss Cecconi.
You're huffing and puffing.
I'm reading a long way then.
Well, I think this horse is something worth running after because it's in superb form.
He's a lovely horse, and when we bought him off Chris, they said he needed gelding, which we did, and we gave him a little spell. He's done super, and he's really just turned into a really lovely horse.
And you've placed him beautifully, just going, as they say, going through the grades.
Yeah.
You just step the bar up each time.
Yeah, definitely, and he doesn't normally win by far, which you saw again today.
Yeah.
He likes to give you a bit of a heart attack, but he just keeps giving, which is great. He's just, today was a very good effort, I thought.
I can imagine you'll find a very similar race not too far away either.
No, for sure. He will look again, because he's coping so well.
Yeah.
Holding his condition well, and he's really happy.
Great work, Kim.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Tommy. That was a good little win.
Yeah, it was. He's a lovely horse. He's been prepared very well from the stable, and the position I was in, I was really able to control the tempo of the race, and we got a couple of cheap sectionals, and Jay just picked it up before the corner. But he's one of them horses. He doesn't want to win by too far, but as soon as Benny came at me on the second horse, he was never going to get beat at the same time.
How's that track?
I just said to Steve Ralton, man, this track today, if you don't like it, you're hard to please. It's got a lovely bit of juice in it. It's probably the best track I've ridden on in the last 12 months.
Well done.
Cheers.